This following contest is the main event of Chaos and Eclipse Qualifier match.
I don't know. This music's been loud for a while, and Reaper's on his way to the ring, the United States champion. But this match is not. He already had a match, correct?
I believe he did.
Why is he out here? This is supposed to be Samuel Masters versus Raphael.
Maybe he has something to say. Or maybe he just likes being in the spotlight.
Genocide likes to just come out and
As much as I hate to be around filthy, disgusting,
wow.
I am out here to scout this match,
Even worse.
to find out who else is going to be in the Eclipse match. I'm just going to be right outside the ring, Mr. Referee.
Get the fuck out!
Wow, and the ref. Wait a minute. The Intercontinental Champion. I don't know what's going on anymore. The Intercontinental Champion. This might turn out into an all-out brawl if these continue to happen. Has ruined the Intercontinental Champion. This wouldn't be the first time all the Eclipse members,
The wrestlers talking.
they talk louder, the camera can hear it.
Who else is going to be in this match? Hell, I might as well be out here too. Make sure that the genocide doesn't get
Oh.
And the BWA champion's on his way out now. We found out today that the World Heavyweight Champion was challenged by Riku Hart, and so the BWA title, I think for the first time.
No. This will be for the third time. Actually, the very first Eclipse match was for the BWA title. Ron Scott was the defending champion in that match. But you gotta think, no one has better interest in this match than the BWA champion. He should lose the championship. It's happened in so many Eclipse matches before.
Yeah, but last time he was in the Eclipse match, he won the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
But now he's walking in with a title.
Trust me, I've seen some wrestlers.
Wait a minute.
It's much harder to keep your title in this match than to win one. Trust me.
It's harder to stay in the match than to be worried about titles. It's also about opportunity as well. Because you have to watch 7 other people if you're the 8th man.
Well, it seems like 3 of the 4 champions of the Eclipse match are out here.
And here comes one of the men who may be the 8th man in the Eclipse match. Raphael,
The 2013 Golden Rights winner.
he had the opportunity to cash it in, but XSE told him not to.
The thing is like you have a camel toe.
I'm not looking that way. I think he's laughing at his competition. I think he's laughing because Eddie Brooks was this close to being cashed in on.
Well,
But
we mix
Raphael-
things up a little bit. How come the Golden Rights winner won't cash in on Intercontinental?
Because they want to cash it on a belt that eludes them. Everyone goes after the big title. No one ever goes after the Intercontinental belt unless
What about that slow build? Get the Intercontinental title,
He
go
could
through
do
the
it.
ranks and become the #1 contender.
he could lose it, then like cash it in like somewhere at the Eclipse, take one of the other belts, and walk into the Eclipse match. That could be another possibility that's never been done. The Golden Rights clock was cashed in after the Eclipse match last year. It could be.
Actually, no, it was not. The Golden Clock was cashed in after the BWA title match at Legacy.
My apologies. It was the formation of Team POS.
But you are right. After Eclipse 4, the Team POS screwed Damien Fatal out of the World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, and that was the formation of Team POS. A group that has had its ups and downs, but mostly ups. Because they had held the World Heavyweight title, the United States title, and the tag titles. But then they all lost those belts, and then it became an all-out struggle for the world title, which ended definitively at Legacy 5. Samuel Masters won the Eclipse match 2 years. It's only been 3 men to win 4 Eclipse matches. Samuel Masters has 2. Kid has 1, and Damien Fatal has 1. Masters claimed on Scars and Stripes that he will take every single championship.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, let me remind you that this main event is sponsored by Time Pass, because that period don't stop nothing but a sentence.
And the one I just said.
In this corner, we have the 2013 Golden Rights winner, Raphael!
Raphael.
2 pairs of knee pads. I'm a little confused about that. But you know, he's doing so.
Are you wearing my elbow pad?
Greatness, Samuel Masters!
Samuel Masters.
Now, what's surprising, I don't mean to cut you off, Conrad. What's surprising about this match is Raphael was actually the underdog, even though he's the bigger of the two. We're talking about he has to face Mr. Eclipse, 2-time World Heavyweight Champion, former tag champion, former Intercontinental Champion, and he has to try to beat him to get into the Eclipse match.
And mind you, Masters is 2 for 2 in qualifying matches, and those two just happen to be those two he won.
There you go.
The first time was when he took the Intercontinental Championship abruptly after Mark Williams had the
qualifying match. I mean, if you were you were in the Eclipse match.
Yeah, well, technically he's still 2 for 2 in qualifying, whether it be by taking the championship up. You got to remember, he's fighting a bigger man. He ain't exactly just going to walk all over Raphael now.
Right. Raphael.
Wow.
Raphael has to
booted him with the leg that he tried to take
Raphael
out.
has the strength, power, and age advantage, but Samuel Masters has the experience and speed advantage. This could be a good matchup.
And Raphael has also had a good advantage in multiple men matches. Remember, he won the Soul Survivor match to become the United States champion.
This is true.
And that match is not exactly as structured as the Eclipse match. Those matches are where they had to team up with people, and then it would go from 4-on-4 to 2-on-2 to 1-on-1.
Well, let's not forget, just recently he won the Golden Rights match. It was a Battle Royal style match too. If Raphael were to win this match and go to the Eclipse, he might be a favorite.
He would guarantee to be a favorite. I mean, he could cash in at any time he wants that pay-per-view. He could cash in on the BWA champion, the world champion, and show up in 2 Eclipse.
If he would win this match, first cover this match, if Raphael were to win this match, go into the Eclipse, and lose a shot at the BWA title, he could then cash in the clock and get a second opportunity. He'd be the first person in history to have 2 chances for a championship in the same night.
But he would also have a chance to do this as well. Remember, the world title is going to be defended because Riku Heartless chose Killswitch to face off, and Killswitch retained his title tonight after defeating Cass Legend. He could cash in on the world championship. Would that title be safe in the Eclipse match if he won?
Yes, because in the Eclipse match, the rule is simple. Only 4 titles are on the line. You are right. The Eclipse match usually main events the Eclipse show. If he wanted to cash in and become the heavyweight champion of the world, it'd be the first time in BWA history with a world champion and the BWA champion was in the Eclipse match.
And it would be the first time, well actually, no it wouldn't, because with that theory, it would prove that the World Championship is destined to change hands at Eclipse. It used to be just in the Eclipse match, but now it's every Eclipse. No one has successfully kept the world title and walked out of Eclipse.
Out of the Eclipse match?
No, out of the Eclipse match, they defended successfully, but out of the event itself.
No, the title. Actually, commentator, I think you are absolutely right. And Eclipse won in 2009. Josh Dreamer, HIV. Josh Dreamer was the defending world champion and lost to HIV. Then Eclipse 2, Ray Black lost the title in the Eclipse match to Samuel Masters. Year 3, Jay Slash lost the world title to Samuel Masters in the Eclipse match. And year 4, when Damien Facer, even though successfully defended the world title in the Eclipse match, still lost it to
TMPOS.
So you are absolutely right. We have not had an Eclipse show when the world title has not changed hands.
And now this might be the show, because Killswitch seems to be on the road, but he has to fight the bigger man, Riku Heartless.
Do you think Killswitch knows that? Do you think?
I don't think he knows his own size. He doesn't think of that. Nice!
Do you think Killswitch knows that statistic? Does he know going in with extra pressure? Not only is Riku Heartless bigger and is a big athletic man, but does he know the statistic in the back of his mind that no world champion has walked out of Eclipse with the world champion?
I don't think he's letting that go through him because the struggle he's gone through in his career to get to the world title. He's proven time and time again he is not going to lose that title without a fight. And Riku Heartless is going to have to bring it to the door. He can't just rest on size alone because Killswitch has won matches against bigger men on speed alone.
And commentator, I agree with you 100%, but even as great as a champion he is, I know even if it's a 1% chance, it's still in his mind that he is now the world champion trying to defend the title and leave Eclipse with the belt.
And right now we have 3 of the participants who are guaranteed their shots at Eclipse with the belts they hold. Ruin with the Intercontinental title, Eddie Brooks with the BWA Championship, and Genocide member Reaper with the US Championship. Eddie's saying no.
I don't know what question we asked him, but he said no.
I think he's saying no to the other champions.
Eddie Brooks, since you were over here at commentary, can I ask you a question? What do you believe truly is your chances of keeping the BWA title in the Eclipse match? 200%. 200%?
200%?
That's fair. That's a fair assumption. I mean, you already have the Eclipse match experience. You won the Intercontinental Championship last year with Eclipse before being eliminated. So, you're a strong contender. I mean, but like we said earlier, it's really easier to win.
Oh, boot to the shoulder. Step. It's a game. And now Masters got the big man down. Hey, up, and nice. Nicely done. Hook the leg. Score to Eclipse. No. Samuel Masters' promise could be ruined right here and there if he does not qualify for the Eclipse match.
Right now we have Intercontinental Champion Marcus Ruin next to us. Marcus Ruin, are you just looking to keep the Intercontinental Championship, or you have bigger goals, especially with the BWA Champion standing right next to you?
You know, right now there's only one goal for Marcus Ruin. Well, no, I'll say 2, and that's to make sure that no titles end in the hands of the Genocide, especially the BWA title.
Whoa! While you were telling your future, he just knocked the lights out on him.
Big shot by
Whoa, wait a minute.
Raphael now talking to BWA champion Eddie Brooks.
I think he was telling both champions. He has a shot to go to the Eclipse. Now, Samuel Masters said that if he qualifies, he's going to take every single belt. What are your responses?
Samuel Masters is completely delusional. That whole mastermind greatness thing is clearly gone way too far to his head.
Last year, he walked out with the Intercontinental Championship and the world
title.
Well, the year before last. Whoa! Nice!
A German suplex by Raphael.
That power right there, but he's still feeling that shoulder that Masters working on.
Let's remind the people the rules of the Eclipse match. 8 men, 4 titles, 1 winner. A man could, just like Samuel Masters promised, win all the championships in the Eclipse Wrestling world. But at the same time, a man could eclipse the wrestling world and walk out with nothing.
But also, another rule that has been enforced almost year after year, if any other BWA superstar that is not in the Eclipse match interferes, they will be fired.
Well, last year was proof that rule was bullshit.
Well, this was under 2 different laws. Royalty interfered in Eclipse 4. Jacob Practice interfered in Eclipse 2.
Technically, Jacob Practice didn't count because he was a part of the Eclipse match.
Technically.
That was year 3. Year 2, he did interfere to beat up Sinister Death, which he was then fired and rehired for.
Based on what Sinister Death did.
Commentator, we've been joined by a current United States champion, member of Genocide.
I just shit my pants a little.
Reaper, what is your goals for the Eclipse match?
You guys are really cute. I don't give a damn about this United States Championship. Clown, as far as I'm concerned, is a piece of shit, as is every single other person that has this belt. This is just a ticket to the Eclipse match.
Both for men staggered.
Genocide will walk out with every single title.
Reaper, are you trying to say you have no respect?
Series of kicks and it knocks the big man down.
Even your fellow brother Jason G is a 3-time United States champion. One of them by winning it in the Eclipse match.
I have my own reasons and my own agenda. Jason G and I were brothers in Genocide. Doesn't mean I have to like them.
I guess that's fair enough.
No love lost in the Eclipse match.
Well, we've heard from the 3 champions out here. We have not heard from the Extreme champions. I guess he doesn't really care what goes down, but because his championship is in this match, it makes the Eclipse match no rules, no disqualifications. The only thing is, all pinfalls and submission does have to happen in the ring.
That's right. The Extreme Rules champion, already known for, and Jason G himself is already known for being in brutal matches, taking it to another level in dangerous fashion. And now the Innovator about to go for it. He went up and down.
Big boy move by Raphael.
Even when you go in the high rent district, you got to pay up sometime. Raphael knocked the wind out of Masters. And now he's staggered a little himself.
I mean, there's been a lot of great spine busters in the year. There's Ron Simmons, there's Arn Anderson, and now there's Raphael. Bradshaw's wasn't that bad either.
Yeah. Venus is kind of okay. It's kind of looking weird. Daddy's fucking all his opponent's sisters and cousins.
Well, let's get back
to forearm struggle. We'll get to that in a second. He has to jump to get those to connect.
Masters has hard strikes, but you gotta believe,
and fast kicks.
You gotta believe that Raphael is strong.
Nice.
This melee of offense by Samuel Masters.
Snap man. And a crazy fan. Let's just say that that was not exactly uncalled for.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of our audience members has snapped and not into a Slim Jim. Go for the cover. 1, 2.
Masters is letting it get to him. Right now.
Any normal man, that would probably took him out, but Raphael is a big, big man. Strikes alone is not going to take him down.
Those kicks could have, but he has to kick through a lot.
Commentator, you trying to call Raphael fat?
No, I am not. Okay. I do not want to get spine busted anywhere in the near future.
He's not fat, he's just a little husky.
The crowd seems to be a bit inept than whatever the hell they talk about, but right now this match is still going on.
With another shot.
3 of the 4 champions outside the ring right now watching.
3 of the 4.
There's no way in hell he's going to pick him up for that.
Oh,
hell no. Nice. Using momentum. That might get him to Eclipse. That's a lot of rolling to do.
2.
Hey, he's going to Eclipse. That momentum move did it. It was not the Canadian Destroyer. It was more like a roll-up face buster.
Well, the 3 champions out here now know who their man is. They had to be a little intimidated, because if you know Samuel Masters' history in Eclipse matches, you might be in trouble. Especially Eddie Brooks, especially Marcus Ruin. Because those are the 2. Well, I'm gonna say 2 titles because it was only world champions when Samuel Masters got it.
God damn it, no! People ain't waiting till Eclipse.
Eddie Brooks.
They're not waiting till Eclipse.
The Rebirth.
I think Masters is not gonna wait till Eclipse either, is he? No! No one's waiting till Eclipse. Masters is getting his swings in early. Eddie Brooks still stacking from his title defense later.
Straight melee in this matchup. In this match.
Wait a goddamn. It's not the first time Eddie's been in the air tonight.
Eddie Brooks. Trading blows of Marcus.
And Raphael getting out of dodge. He still has the golden rights clock.
Where's the rest of it?
Who cares? They're getting it out early. The other 4 men have got it easy. They're not trying to waste their time.
Commentator, one of these are the final 4 in the Eclipse match.
It looks like Samuel Masters going to keep his promise then. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. He's walking out with both the championships. As if to say, I thought he was gonna wait till Eclipse to take the belts. Oh, you fucking kidding. 3 of the 4 titles he guaranteed to win.
Short 1. This is what you will see at Eclipse 5.
3
Every fucking belt.
That's 3 of the 4 championships.
Waste.
The Extreme title's not in the ring at the moment. But it's figurative enough. The BWA title, the United States title, the Intercontinental title, and also at Eclipse, the Extreme Championship. Will this man keep his word and eclipse the wrestling world with all the gold? But look, oh no, wait a minute. The clock holder signaling as well. He is also a factor in this match, whether he's in it or not. There are bodies laid around the ring, and one man stands alone. But will he be Mr. Eclipse 2013? Folks, thank you for coming out to Warfare Chaos. We will see you in 2 weeks at the 5th annual Eclipse match. All the gold, 1 title.